Simple as that. I prefer to die.
el-Shafie grew up in a prominent Muslim family in Egypt. But even at a young age, he struggled with Islamic beliefs and practices.
There was a lot of violence. There was no place for forgiveness. There was no sacrifice. There was no women's rights. There was no minority rights.
He was also troubled by the persecution of people in other religions, especially when he started making Christian friends in college.
I saw how peaceful they are. I saw how forgiving they are. I saw the principles and the values that they have. So I didn't understand why you want to persecute people that they are that peaceful. And I needed to know what truth that these Christians have that I was not even allowed to hear it.
To get answers, Majeed went to his Christian friend Tamer, who in turn gave him a Bible.
And the more that I read, the more that I saw this amazing Lord that came on earth to die for us, for our pain and sins and disease. And I saw all of his sacrifice, all his love. That's when I came to the conclusion, that's when I came to the revelation that that's the God that we should worship. That's the God that I want to follow.
Majeed committed his life to Jesus Christ.
This feeling of freedom, this feeling of liberation, there is nothing like when you know that you are a child of God and you are not a slave.
Shortly after, Majeed and Tamer formed an underground organization. They used caves to hide their church services and other activities.
We built one Bible school, one medical clinic, and we established, a newspaper asking from the Egyptian government to give us our rights.
The government responded by targeting the organization. One day, Egyptian soldiers discovered one of their caves and opened fire. Majeed and Tamer were there.
One of the Egyptian officers aimed at me. I didn't see Tamer dead. So the officer shot, and that's when Tamer pushed me on the ground, and he took a bullet and he died for me. And his last word for me was, continue the fight, never give up.
Majeed escaped and continued his work. 3 months later, Egyptian police forced their way into his home and arrested him.
An officer came and he said, I need to know everything about you, who you are, who's working with you. I told him I don't know anything, I don't know what you're talking about, I don't know what organization. And he told me, you want to play tough, we can play tough together. I told him, tough is my middle name, you don't need to worry about that. Next day, they transferred me to Abu Zabal prison. For the locals, Abu Zabal prison is called hell on earth.
Trying to get information, interrogators began systematically torturing Majeed.
You're underground, you're bleeding from everywhere. You're beaten, there is no even a window in your cell. It's underground, is absolute darkness. Absolute darkness. And the only thing that you can hear is the scream of the other people with you in the other cells. I really thought I would die there. Very few people came out of it alive. Very few people.
After 2 days, Majeed feared he would betray his friends.
Lying down in a pool of my own blood, that was my prayer. I told him, Lord, I want to thank you for your gift on the cross. I don't regret believing in you. You died for me, and I will live and I will die for you. However, Lord, you made me out of flesh and blood. You know how weak I am. And my only request to you is to kill me before tomorrow morning.
The next day, his captors brought in dogs. Majeed braced himself for the attack.
There was absolute quiet and calm. So I removed my hand away from my face just little by little. And that's what I saw. By God, all 3 dogs sitting around me, none of them moved one single step. The another 3 dogs came, sit in the same position with one little different. The middle one took a step forward and he licked my face. I got the same message that the officers got, that maybe I'm alone, but I'm not lonely. Somebody else here with me.
His interrogator returned the following day. This time, he made him an offer.
He said, you tell me the name of your friends, I will release you. I will make you witness in the case, I will release you. He listed everything that any man will desire. I looked at him, I told him, oh, that's a very good deal. I will take it. Go get me food and water, and after that we'll talk together. He said, whatever you like, I will bring it to you. I told him, shish kebab. He went, he bring an Egyptian food, I sat down, I ate. He told me, now you tell me the name of your friends. I told him, listen, we're a big group, thousands of us. I will not remember all of us, but I can give you the name of our leader. He told me, okay, give me the name of your leader. I told him the name of our leader, Jesus Christ. If you can catch him, catch him.
Retaliation was severe. Majid remembers enduring 2 more days of torture before losing consciousness, and later, waking up in a hospital. It took him months to recover, only to face charges of treason in Egypt's military court.
And I would tell you what I told the judge in this day. If loving Christ and if worshiping him is a crime, I'm guilty as charged, Your Honor. They gave me the death penalty.
Placed under house arrest, Majid waited for his execution. He was unaware that his organization had planned a rescue.
They came with arms. They was able to attack the Egyptian soldiers. They just grabbed me. And that's when we put everything in the car, crossed to Alexandria. During this time, the Egyptian police put my pictures in every newspaper, in every magazine, every TV shows. That's when my friends told me, you have to leave the country. You cannot stay any longer.
To avoid capture, he made his way east to the port city of Taba. There, he took a jet ski and navigated his way past Border Patrol boats to make it safely to Israel.
And I surrendered to the Israeli police. And through Amnesty International and United Nations, I was accepted as a landed political refugee.
Eventually, Majid made his way to Canada, where today he leads One Free World International, a human rights organization committed to helping persecuted people worldwide.
He's my Lord and my Savior, my best friend. And he walks with me wherever I go. He just walks with me. Once you know that you found him, there is nothing else matter after that. Nothing else.